Hello guys, today we'll have a code review of this Artisan command for performance and other issues. So this code was sent to me by email, but before we go into the code review, I want to reflect on Laravel Live UK. So I just returned from there, so you can probably hear my voice still recovering, but it's okay now. Much better than immediately after the conference because I had so many talks, so many great conversations. As usual, I go to conferences more for networking and for social stuff than the presentations. So it was so cool to again feel the vibe of people I work for. So I don't have employer, I don't have a boss, but you are my bosses and I work for you to teach you Laravel and provide best practices and my opinion. And one of the conversations was special to me personally. I finally met in person with Dan Herring from Filament. Also, I met Zeb from the team of Filament, and now I have this official t-shirt of Filament, and you should expect more content from me on Filament, especially since now we have dates for release of Livewire version 3, which is July 20th, and Filament version 3, which is August 1st. So end of the summer, you should expect more from me about that. And actually, while speaking to you at Laravel Live UK, quite a few of you mentioned that from my content you specifically enjoyed code reviews. So why don't we start the first video after I'm back here with code review. So the situation for this code review and the problem that the person asked me to solve. So there's an Artisan command to handle the attendances of the users, which runs every minute and logs the users who don't have attendances records yet. It's like for employees with shifts, and checks if it's not weekend or holiday, and then adds the data whether it's weekend, holiday, or regular date. And if the person is not within 30 minutes of their shift, then they are recorded as absent. And then all that data is inserted with one query. But that command is run once every minute, which may be a performance issue. So the question to me was, can I optimize that somehow and run it differently to have better performance? And I have a few things to comment about this code and suggest something in addition to the main question. So first, let's put the main question aside and just go through that code for quick refactoring wins that I would change. First quick thing, I don't see the point in this temporary variable of weekend because it's not used anywhere else, so I would do it inline like this. It's a personal preference, but if the variable is used only once immediately, I don't see much point in that. Then PHP Storm underlines that, and let's read the message, array push with single element. So PHP Storm detected that it's worth to use just data with brackets or whatever they called. And let's click this and let's see how PHP Storm simplifies that. So 3 examples of the same thing. Instead of array push, you can just do this thing if you have only one element to push. In this case, all 3 are now not underlined anymore. Then also I would probably do that else if also in line. So if, else if, and then else if here like this, without a new layer, and reformat it to the left like this. So this is more readable to me personally. Again, quite a lot of things that I do is my personal preference. You may argue with me in the comments and let's discuss, but this is what I would do. And finally in this block, I see repeating data with ID, which is generated every time, even if there is no new record is passed to the data. So there is a possibility, quite a big one actually, that it's not weekend, it's not holiday, and nothing to see here either. But even in that case, we generate ordered UUID. So I think we need to generate it only if we actually need it. And there are a few ways how to refactor that, but I would just cut and paste it here each time, ordered UUID, like this. And then we don't need that variable at all, and we generate the UUIDs only when we need them. And then if we go down to this, finally in this Artisan command, I would change this line after insert, because see what happens, you show the info that something is inserted before it is inserted. So what if this fails for whatever reason? So I would just change this here. Okay, so these are obvious things that I just noticed within this Artisan command. Now let's get to the main question, how to optimize that in terms of performance. First, I would say something maybe a bit controversial, and we can argue in the comments and discuss with you, but I don't see anything necessarily bad in running one Artisan command every minute, which runs 2 queries to the database. So 2 queries per minute is not a performance issue. In real projects, there are many more performance issues with pages and endpoints running every second with multiple queries, so this should be your focus. In my opinion, I wouldn't refactor the architecture of this solution just to save 2 queries in the database. To me, it's totally okay to run this, especially if we optimize those 2 queries. So the main 2 queries to the database, if we for now skip the insert part, which actually happens pretty rarely, but to select the data we have 2 queries. This one, select the users which don't have attendances records, and then select the holiday. So let's focus on optimizing those 2. This one is a clear candidate for caching. So the parameter for that query is just the date of today. So the result of that query changes only once per day. So we can totally replace that to cache, remember, or maybe even remember forever with the key of the date. We have the key, and then we have a callback function. And inside of that callback function, we cut and paste this, return holiday query. Now, the key would be holiday for that date. So is holiday dash this. So it would run only once the first time for that day, and then it would be always in the cache instead of the database. Of course, it's only one way to name that cache, or maybe you could even store that in the config for upcoming months or pre-generate that somewhere. But my point is, this should not touch the database every time, every minute. And then we get to this query. I see 2 things to improve here. First, we get the users, but what we really need is not the full user object. We return users with shift, with all of the columns of both tables. And if we scroll down, what do we actually use from there? For each user, we use only user ID from users table. And from shift, we use only and at. That's it. So we need 2 columns from 2 tables and not just querying everything. And another thing, where doesn't have is not the best in terms of performance. I have a separate video, and I will link that in the description below, why where has is typically slower than doing join in the database with query builder. So this, I would change that query from eloquent to query builder, filtering only those fields that we actually need. Something like this. So I've tried to write that query in the background to save you time. And by the way, I haven't even run that project, so this may be with errors because I don't have the data in my database. I just have the code from the author, but it should be something like this. Again, if you see any errors or mistakes, put them in the comments. But the principle is that you don't use eloquent with where doesn't have. You use query builder, select only the fields you need, and you use joins to have it all in one SQL query. Otherwise, where doesn't have runs 2 SQL queries and scans all the table of attendances. In this case, we join the attendances, but we query only those records of users that have attendances ID of null. I hope I'm right here. Maybe it could be optimized as well, but my goal is for you to get the whole idea that we don't use eloquent where has, we use join with query builder instead. So I guess these are all my thoughts about this piece of code. If you have something to add to help the author, maybe you would do that differently, or maybe you encountered that specific issue of attendance every minute or shifts for employees in your projects, shoot any advice in the comments below. And as I often do at the end of the video, I remind you that you can also subscribe to premium membership of Laravel Daily.com. There's a new course released, silently released just last week, and I will talk about that in upcoming videos this week. So you can access that if you're a premium member, as well as premium tutorials, which we keep releasing every week, and a lot of things are planned ahead. That's it for this time, and see you guys in other videos.